Nation. I feel like I'm doing a show.
Hey man, that's a good thing. Congratulations, man, on retiring. I saw it on
Appreciate it.
Facebook the other day. I was like, man, my dude has been at it for a while. Um,
Thanks.
I know you was Willie Spade, man. We go way back to, I ain't gonna say the time frame. I'm not gonna age myself like that, but man,
You aged yourself.
congratulations on retiring. And
Thank
yeah,
you,
man,
sir.
I'm happy to have you on, man. I know you have a wealth of knowledge that you can share, man. So let's get this thing going, bro. How you feeling today?
Uh, I don't want to use the word free, but less commitments and
Less
more me time.
commitments. Toast to that, man. I got toast
Oh,
to that.
yeah, we got to keep it hydrated, baby.
Yeah, man. So how it's gonna go, man? I just got a few questions, man. There's a lot of people who kind of check out this content, man. I know the information that you have could help somebody. So let's start out with like, how did you get started in your career now, and what do you do?
My introduction to tech, not as far as a career, actually happened when I was 6 years old in Germany. My dad was, I think he was stationed at Ramstein, and he was in manpower. And when I was 6 years old, there was a computer brought in. He told me this thing's gonna change the world one day, son. Okay, so when I had to put in like my math blaster or my reading comprehension back then, when it was just DOS, I had to do the commands, do the directory, execute the file, just so I could see colors and answer questions and play games and keep learning. And had absolutely no idea that those tools that I was learning back then were going to be so essential to what got me here today. So what I do right now, I am the cyber liaison. I'm a site lead for a fighter pilot school. So my job is to make sure everyone has all the access they need to all the places that they're supposed to, and the network is secure. Report anything that isn't working, and if you got time, find a way to make something better. Because we got students coming in here, it's going to be win or lose, and they got to go. Scheduling, everything's got to be on time. It has to be there. And with a tricky network like I work with, that works with 5 other different kinds of networks, and they have to all be able to see each other at the same level. It's a tough task, but I'm the crazy guy that likes this kind of stuff. So you can't walk me in a room full of chaos and I know where everything at and tell me everything's in trouble.
Did you? At what point did you know you wanted to go down this path?
To be completely honest,
Yeah.
when I was about to transfer into a cyber field, I wanted to go active. There's a dietech in the Air Force, which is literally nothing, for 15 years. And in my last 5 years, I wanted to do something that I had credentialed service on paper to show. And
Yeah.
so I didn't want to take an active duty position because it didn't come with a raise. I wanted to be a master sergeant, but I was only a tech.
Okay.
I wanted to be in a position where I could actually achieve master, but by the time I got, the qualifications, that thing had already been filled. So he was like, yeah, I was like, I'm not gonna do a tech, I'm not gonna do that. And a chief barked on me, said, "You gonna turn down a 6-figure career for rank?"
Yeah. Yeah.
And I started counting. You know what the lowest number of 6 figures is? I can get that from a keyboard.
Yeah. Yeah. So I guess that gave you a new incentive. Like maybe I'm thinking about this the wrong way.
I honestly didn't think I was good enough to do it,
Yeah.
but I'm stupid enough to find out and try. And then I got stuck in a situation. Well, we done. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I go too far? Too
No,
much?
man, you good. You
Answer
good.
question.
Say what you say, man.
Anyway,
Yeah, let's
well, I
go.
got to that job. Me and this group of whatever they were, they just refused to let me go and get one shot at this. I ended up using tuition assistance, and I went to WGU, and
Okay.
I had a CCAF, so I had all the uh, requisites. And they waited to see if I was going to pass Sec Plus on my second try. I did, and then I went to that school, and the school at WGU that I'm talking about even has ancillary things on the outside. So even while I was a student, they gave me free laptops. They sent me a mobile router so I could never have an excuse not to do anything anywhere. And I was homeless, so that was great at the time. And they also would help you find housing. They would also say, hey, if you got hey, we're giving an announcement. If you're making less than this amount of money, we got extra money. Does anybody need 500, 1,500? You go in and put it in. I promise you, I was probably one of the brokest people that filed because my money always came fast as hell. So,
Yeah.
so basically they didn't fix everything. They kept it afloat. But then in my second job, they also talk to you the resume where you can put that you're in this field and you can put your certs in that they're pending. So the fact that I had Sec plus, ITIL, I don't think I had A plus at that point. That and a security clearance was enough for them to give me a job. And I started on my birthday, November 16th, 2020. During COVID, when I know a lot of people ain't looking for work, you'll take my little silly self. Walked in there and I ain't left Florida since.
Yeah. I got a question for you. So with WGU, is it, because I know, I mean, we both got military backgrounds and a lot of veterans like pursue that path. It just makes a lot of sense. Do you think that would still work for someone who's not a veteran?
If you want to do it and get the kind of money that comes with it when you're with our great military, our great government, I mean, you have to have a security clearance. Now, even if you have a criminal record, here's the cool thing about cybersecurity. Part of it is certified ethical hacker, and they literally want you to be ethical and jack stuff up for them. So if you really want to come and cause some havoc, be good enough to I get to smash the network. Hey, at what layer can I stop? Because I'll literally bring a sledgehammer to break this thing to make a point. Oh, no. Okay, just network on. Okay, cool. You're in the war of information. And you have somehow been able to have a military career and have not enough criminality, and you can go and serve in cybersecurity. Oh, they'll watch a little bit, but like, oh, he on our side, she's on our side,
Yeah.
and she want to fuck. They'll
Yeah.
come hire you. They'll come hire you as long as they know where you pointing the gun. But you have to have that creed and those credentials, and you have to have those skills to set those up. So a lot of the roadblocks are the criminal history that people might have had or just gotten by proxy or arbitration that they didn't have the methods or whatever to fix, to the point that all they're going to say is, they say you're a criminal, we're not going to get you. You still know the skills. You can build your own IT school. You can develop a technology. You can create an app. You can do whatever, because once you understand how to search and read to find the ways to make what you want, which is cybersecurity is basically reconnaissance and enumeration. We're going to get all the data. We're going to find out which is the great data, put it right in front of us, and then we make a decision or we make a report.
Right.
So if you're thinking about the one thing I always wanted to try is, like, we have these single mothers who have two kids working at two different hospitals, and they're calling out things in French gauges and different measurements and all these things. They're speaking different languages. And I'm sitting there and they're working in high pressure environments where if they make that's it for everything involved.
Right.
Now, imagine you have that mind. You have gotten to the language of IT and cyber. And because computers can't get hot, you're going to be in cool spaces. Most of the times, unless you're doing grunt work, you're only working 8 to 5 and your weekends are going to be off. How much happy is your family going to be? You ain't going to be missing holidays. You ain't going to be missing Thanksgivings. You're going to get PTO.
Right. Who would you say this is for? And then who would you say this is not for?
This is not for anyone that don't want to do the work but want to look cool being a cybersecurity person. The possibility that there could be 10 dudes sitting in Cyprus coming up with the next cyber attack that'll shut our country down. Now, the people that do this look at it one way. The people that survive here look at it, you know what I would try to do? Then you get to tell them.
Yeah.
They might try this. Because I'm not going to tell you how we know, but so if you literally made this is the field for you.
Yeah. what would you say to someone? So what's the first step? That they see this, they hear you talk, like, okay, they're not in the military. What would step one be for them to pursue this path?
Be comfortable not knowing everything. Be comfortable learning and be dedicated to the craft. And as long as you know what you're doing every day, and even if you make a mistake, you can explain how you can do it, you ain't gonna miss a check. If you the thing is, you're not going to master cybersecurity. All you got to do is find the archetype and the model that you or the models or the systems you're dealing with. And all that schooling gonna give you is the flat background. Because once you get to that system, they're gonna tell you exactly how their system works. All that stuff
Right.
you read in that book ain't gonna matter. Why would they put where all the ports are
Right.
in the place you work in?
Yeah. It sounds
It's
like what you're saying is basically you got to be able to solve problems. Don't just try to memorize a whole bunch of stuff thinking that you're going to come in and memorize everything and solve all the problems. You got to be able to think on your feet and problem solve essentially. So, what can somebody make starting off?
um so I'm not so for private sector, it depends on how much money the company has. Um, but if you're going in the DoD scale where they rated it, this 48,000 is usually the lowest, and that was back then in 2020 when I was hearing that number. It might be like 55, 57 now.
Okay.
Um, but it's like in that range. The thing you have to be careful about is not to go through recruiters. So what recruiters will do, they'll take a bit of that money off the top and then tell the company, oh, they're not gonna miss a day of work.
Mm.
So these contracts are called 1920s or 940s. Now
Wait,
they
you
get to
saying
put
the
it.
recruiter contract?
I'll send you the numbers. I send you all these numbers I'm telling you about. So if you want to, but the 19, they call them basically what it means is for a year with like the vacations removed, these are the days he or she's gonna work every single day.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
I'm 39, half starved from living in Alabama, and I'm not coming into work today.
Yeah.
Oh, you can make it up to no, 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 no. Oh, you got drill. You can make it up to. You can't make me make up money for work when I have to leave for military service. It's called you, sir.
Right. That's true.
Oh, I know. My
Yeah.
bad.
So are you seeing people get caught in that? Like, man, they come and work with you, but they came in working like through a recruiter.
I came through a recruiter.
Oh, so you saying like you had that experience.
Yeah, I know
That's
that's boots on the ground. That's
yeah,
boots on the ground experience. And then the holidays weren't paid for.
yeah. And I
And
didn't know that.
then,
Yeah. And you know what's
and then
crazy?
one more
Go
thing.
ahead.
It was COVID. So if you had a symptom, that back then we had to wait 5 days and test.
Yeah.
And guess who wasn't paying you when the government told you you couldn't go to work?
Oh,
The
the,
recruiting company.
wow.
Now they are go in there, get your 6 months, get your experience. Just I mean, but don't go there if you get sick easy. If don't do that one.
Yeah.
But that's an easy way. And not a lot of those ones, what they'll do, they'll pay for your security clearance.
Okay. I was gonna ask you that.
So it's
So
like one of those offsets where it's like, if you don't have one already, you better find a company that'll pay for it, and or a brother that's in a company that knows he hired you, they'll pay for it,
besides
or I'll pay
security
for it.
besides security clearance, what other cert would you say is essentially get started?
Okay, security clearance isn't a cert; it's the
I
background
mean, I'm
check.
sorry. I'm thinking security plus one.
Security plus. Okay, there we
Yeah.
go.
Besides
So
security
security.
plus.
Yeah, we got to make sure these terms are set
Yeah, that's
exactly the way
two
they
different
go.
things. Like,
Yeah. So Security Plus is basically it's a foundation. So the Security Plus only really benefits if you want to do government work because it gives them a platform to say that they know how to secure information and not get it out or report when it does, or not do stupid stuff like leave classified thumb drives in freaking guest hotels.
right.
Yeah, we're finding these all the time.
Wow.
So, but yeah, that's it.
Yes.
Did I miss one question?
Yeah, I was wondering, like what other cert besides that, like
So
maybe
A plus cert.
A plus.
I mean, you could put that on your window, and they can
Is it
net
cute
plus.
or is it impressive?
Not on this level. It isn't.
Not on this level. Not
Sec
even.
plus is the sec plus, security plus, or the it's the ISC2, it's the SSCP, but that you don't actually get that certification by passing the test. You have to get that certification improved through your work before they actually credential.
Yeah.
So
So
I would always suggest if you want to go towards that, but if you can prove to anybody that you can pass Sec plus, pretty sure you might. If you really know how to put that thing there, you can walk in there and tell someone you need me for the job, and I can tell you why.
mm, so that's the first one, security
I
plus.
mean, you can, yeah. I mean, it's not the first one. It's if you do A plus, 1 and 2, do
Mm,
net plus, Sec plus is going to make way more sense.
okay. So those are more foundational, then it'll help you get what you need, basically. So if you just try to jump in doing Sec Plus without those prereqs done, then you might struggle a little bit more than if you would have did that.
You might struggle a little bit more, but even if you have none, I can actually show you a program and a mindset to attack it. And if you follow it exactly, there was just I told you about, there was an old Navy man that was scared as I said, do this.
Mm,
He did that. And there was a huge celebration. I brought this man like he was about to go to the firing squad when he left to go take that test. He
yeah.
came back. I said, didn't I tell you? And I told him, I said, if I have any superpower, it's how to get what you need to learn it the fastest way so you can get on to being good for us. Because I can't wait to get y'all in these seats.
Is it a website or what is it? Because that piqued my when you said that. Like,
Hey, 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 you can't learn from the sensei till you come to the dojo. Come on, bro.
I hear you, man.
I can leak all that. I can tell it the whole world, the whole thing. When too many of y'all do it, they're gonna shut it down.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, well, we'll keep it like that then. It is what it is, man.
There's a young brother from my old little foursome. You gonna have to bring him up here. The four horsemen, man.
I was like, whoa, wait, what's
Yeah,
the
yeah, man. Cause fearsome, foursome, whatever. Yeah, it's like right. Yeah, I work around grown people that are children, so I always got to remember
Yeah, yeah,
foursome. Is that really the first thing you think about, bro?
yeah,
Then you got a problem.
yeah. I got a problem because I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
So cat's feet. In other words, pause.
Yeah.
No love for that bar. No? Okay. But there's another brother that didn't think he could. Woke up this morning. I'm pretty sure he listened to Kanye's song.
I'm living